Composition I'm after. I waded out here earlier with the phone, took a picture and I thought that looks quite good. The problem is it's almost directly into the sunshine, so into the sun itself, but I'm off at a slight angle, sun's there, I'm looking at this way, so the islands I'm looking at, which is going to be rum and egg and muck I think is in there somewhere, they're pretty much silhouetted, but I've got a nice scene here of a nice boulder and seaweed and glorious blue sky. Because who would believe this is Scotland? Look at me, I'm out in the water, thoroughly enjoying myself, wishing I'd brought a swimming costume with me, my trunks, because not the budgie smuggler type, I must admit, just shorts. I wish I'd brought them with me because it is absolutely stunning. The only people here is one family, 2 kids, mum and dad and the dog. That's it. I think I saw a couple of dog walkers around there and that's pretty much it. And we've got the place to ourselves. So let's get this picture. I'm going to use F18, try and get as much in focus as possible. I'm going to use a little button, this little button in here that darkens everything off but technically shows you what's in focus and what isn't. And as usual, I've got a dog in the way, so I really don't want Duke there. Come on. Out my picture. Again, out the picture. So I'm going to focus just ahead of the rock. So then the rock should be in focus and everything behind should be in focus. F18, 50th of a second. At 100 ISO, that is. So obviously if the ISO was smaller, I would have an even slower shutter speed, and I don't want that. How much blue sky do I want? I've got blue sky with little puffy clouds way up there. If I go lower, what I'm doing is reducing the amount of sea between me and the islands, and it kind of makes it more interesting. Lots of blue sky there. Don't want the puffy clouds above. Let's have a look. Don't want to have that sea. The main cloud is kind of off to the side, which is a bit of out of composition, not really. It's not looking so good. But it's nice to have the blue sky. We don't get enough blue sky. So what I'm going to do now is do a wide. And I got the sun shining right into my lens. Duke, will you come out and stop causing ripples? Good boy. He's such a good lad. So you probably hear the family kids screaming at their dog Jasper. Right, so I've taken that photograph. If I'm happy with it, it's variable. I can do something with that. I'm going to move around a little bit and see if I can get another one. Not sure if this one's going to work as well. I've got some seaweed floating just past the rocks here. I've got a slightly higher angle looking down. I can see it quite clearly. And see if that works. Now I can use the sun. The sun is glaring right into my lens. That's me pulled right back. There's a dog in the way again. Duke, get out of the image. Right, question is, does this work? So I'm going for the vertical orientation again. Don't think it does. So it's getting quite deep here, but I've got a nice composition just here. I've got this composition of a dog in the water again. But what I'm going to say before that is somebody quite rightly pointed out that I don't use a strap very often and I might drop the camera. In his words, people might think they're not going to drop the camera but they do. And yes, I have dropped this one twice already. One was a proper drop, another one was it got knocked off a wall. And it's sturdy, but I don't think I want to drop it in the water here. So I'm being really careful, as I've got a really good grip, very sturdy grip there. Hands right round it. I don't think I'm going to drop it easily. But yeah, you never know, but I should have a strap on. Right, so the composition I'm going for, I'm going to show you in a second. I'm letting the ripples from Duke dissipate. I'm going to take it. I've got a couple of canoeists out there as well, but they're going to be so small in the image that it won't be really showing up. I've got a fantastic image from Norway from several years ago where the canoeists kind of made the image. I'm going to show you that right now. And no, I wasn't in the water for that picture. But this looks good. I'm just hoping everything is in focus, make sure everything's exposed correctly. Absolutely brilliant. I could say I can't bring the tripod in here, but that would be lying because I'm using a tripod for the camera you're using. What I'm going to do is keep it as steady as possible and do a wee focus stack. So I've done a little focus stack by hand, and that is possible even without a tripod, as long as you keep it as close as possible. When you bring it up in Lightroom and Photoshop, would it be Lightroom or Photoshop? Photoshop, you align layers and it will put that picture together, and then you can blend the focus points in later. But yeah, I'm quite liking this. I think as long as I'm focused, part way in, everything should be in focus anyway. It's funny, the guys in the boat are probably 300 meters away or more, maybe 400 meters. You can hear them talking quite clearly because sound carries over water. So that's me. I've wandered into the water at Moira area, so I'm between Arisaig and Moira on the west coast of Scotland, and I found what's marked on Google Maps as beautiful beach, and yeah, it's nice. It's a nice beach. There's a few more people arrived now, but yeah, it's accessible. The parking is a bit limited. The whole area, the parking is limited, so don't come here in the height of the summer and at a weekend because you probably won't get in. But if you do manage to get in, it's well worth a visit. I'm going to explore another beach, and if that's good, I'll film from there. If not, I shall see you later, and thank you for watching. Remember, get out, take pictures, and have fun. Look at these houses, absolutely lovely little houses, but let me zoom out a little bit, back to one. This is the location, and their view, zoom round, straight into the sun, but looking out onto rum, muck and egg, and the sky over there.